Good afternoon. I'm Steve Foster, your alderman currently for Ward 7 right here in Danville, and up for re-election again this year. 2013 will be April the 9th, I believe, and I try and make a video and kind of like what I consider is the state of the city. And I think the most important thing that I've contributed probably to Danville, other than the fact that I feel like I've done a decent job as your alderman, is that I've been interested in businesses. That's what I do. I do internet marketing, website development for small businesses. Most of them in this room that are represented in this room are created right here on my computer. The fact is, let me give you a real quick look around my walls. I'm in my office right now up at 3716 North Vermilion, and of course any of my constituents are always welcome to stop by and visit with me if you've got anything on your mind. I'm usually in my office somewhere between 9 and 5. I do make a lot of field calls, but I try and be here for you if you want to call and meet with me sometime. But let's look around a little bit. These businesses on the wall here are actually, I'm going to show you, are actually little I see about 5 by 7 inches screenshots of the first page of each of the websites that we built. These particular websites represent the first 10 years. We're currently in our 11th year. And I just printed these all out and had Gary Resch down at Resch Frame Shop frame them for us. There's more over here. There's about 50 in each panel. So you can see there's over 200 websites here in our first 10 years. We're here, as I said, most every day, but the reason I'm showing you this office now and the websites we have here is because we really do believe that small businesses is the key to our community. And these businesses around the wall you just saw represent any employers that have anywhere from 1, 2, maybe 3 to 300 employees. Small businesses is vital to America, and it's vital for Danville. And we're just pleased to have been able to serve them all these years here in Danville. As I said, we're up for re-election in April, and I sure appreciate it if you would try and get out. Unfortunately, with about 4,500 registered voters in our ward alone, only maybe 800 to 900, maybe 1,000 people vote in the so-called off-year elections. That's the elections where the mayor is not running. So there's even less interest, but I think it's really important that we get out and show your support for your alderman and do your part for your government. This year is a little bit different. There's always been a lot of major issues in the city, and we've talked in the past about some of the major issues that I feel. On the left margin of my website at sfoster.info, you'll see videos I did from my last election in 2009 that they're still germane. But most of those problems we have in the city, the roads and things of that nature, have been approached, I think approached correctly by the council. They're getting done, and I don't think there's so many major issues this year except the fact that we're able to, again, have a balanced budget. And for a long time we're not going to have to do very many personnel cuts. Mostly it'll be attrition. May not rehire people that retired. But basically we reorganized the government again now. This will be the third year, not the third year, the third time with Mayor Eisenhower. Big reorganizations, how the government works from the top to the bottom and all the charts and who's in charge of what. And we've tried to apply a kind of financial responsibility to the city that involves trying to meet our expenses with our own income, the income that's generated from the new retail establishments going in just across the street here. Kohl's is going to open next week, so this will be interesting. But we feel like that these retail establishments also provide a lot of good jobs. I mean, a large number. Some of them are part-time, some are full-time. But it's a place of income, and it's a place where you can be trained. So it's very important in our community that we generate these type of retail sales, because those sales taxes that are generated by them help meet our ever-increasing expenses without having to reduce our services, and that's really what it's all about. I think right now the city's probably in the best shape it's been in since I've been on the council. And I first ran for the city council in '93, so this will be my 20th full year. I've been involved in the community for 30 years. Frankly, half my life, or a little bit, almost half my life. But at any rate, in the years I've been on the council, we've had a lot of problems, and we've met them. I really can say that I think Danville's in a lot better shape than most cities around here, Champaign and any of them, economically. We've managed to be careful what we do, and like I said, streamline the government. So we're at the point now where Danville is, I think, is a really nice place to live. I really do. Danville is a city that I think is really on the increase. You can just see by the so much more traffic, huh? A lot of activity in the town, and all these new stores that are opening here. And we're always working with Vermillion and Advantage for some new businesses. Hopefully, we can make some announcements on those here in 2013. But we're trying to create jobs, and we're trying to create income for the city, new income from sales tax and other taxes. We have taken a terrible beating on the property valuation. The EAV, or the estimated actual value of the property, has gone down in the past 2 years, 3 years. And as a result of that, we've had to, normally, the school board, other people have to increase their levy to meet the dollars they need. We levy by dollars and not by rate, but what we tried to do is we tried to keep the dollars and the rate down, which equates one to another, by having the city pay for more expenses out of the general fund. For example, of the general fund's amount of money that we've always raised in the past, we were able out of that to pay the Social Security and the retirement and those types of things for the city employees and non-fire police. The fire and police are already paid out. The pensions are already paid out of that general levy that we make for property tax. But I'm talking about the fact that we now have moved out of that levy the portion that we use to pay for the retirement of the non-union employees and FICA and this type of thing. And what it means is that the city is now paying for that out of their general fund. And yet the general fund, we estimate, will have a $1.2 million reserve at the end of the year. So we're able to, only because we had an increase in some types of income, and we're anticipating a little bit more, a lot more perhaps, but we're not spending it before we get it. But we understand from our projections that this year will allow us not only to maintain our reserve of $1.2 billion, but we also hope to have excess money, maybe another $1 million, in which case we're talking about paying many of our bills that are coming due in 2014 in advance and trying retiring some things, so that if we do get into another recession, because you never know, this recession has been very, very difficult for us, but more so, as I said, for other cities. So I think that the job I'm doing on the council and working with the mayor and the other councilmen has been good, particularly when you consider the type of economic situations we've had in the unemployment. I'm happy to have been your alderman, and I just hope that you will continue to vote for me and keep me around. I'm in good health. I feel great, and I enjoy working in the city and for the city and the other boards that I'm serving on as well. I try and stay active in my community. I come into work every day. You can read my thing in the newspaper, what I had to say on the commercial news and the News Gazette about their questions. And you'll see that I was born in '37, so that makes me 75. So, but I'm a young 75, if those of you that know me. Come in every day. I like to work. I'm afraid of retirement, I'd probably vegetate. So help keep me busy the next 4 years, and help keep me working in here for the people in my business marketing, and also help keep me busy on the council. As I always say, watching out for all of us. So thank you very much for your attention.